Hello and welcome to episode 76 of the Game Train podcast. I'm Callan Davison, one of your hosts for today. Joining me live here on Twitch as we stream here is Karl Smith. Hello, Karl.
Hello.
Hello. For all those listening on Podbean later, yes, we are streaming this live on Twitch, so you may hear us interact with chat, etc. along the way. That we're just giving that warning right now. But yes, here we are doing the whole thing live again.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
it's easier doing it this way.
And if you ever want to join us, we don't have a scheduled time, but we normally put something up a few hours before we jump on our Facebook and our Instagram, which we did not today because we're just jumping right in.
Yep, twitch.tv/GameTrain, Twitch, come follow so you can turn the notification on when we go live. And then you can join us live.
So you can see Callan's silly headphones.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. Those are awful, man. Get some new ones.
I know. Please, if there is an audio place out there listening to this, can you sponsor us and send me new headphones because mine are balked. Anyway, let's move on to the episode. This is episode 76. We're going to be reviewing Dreams, the new exclusive Sony PlayStation game. We'll be talking about games we have been playing like Final Fantasy XIV, a bit of Ori, Will-O-the-Wisps, some Darksiders Genesis. We'll be also answering your questions. We have a question regarding coronavirus this week.
Of course we do.
Of all things. So we have that question to answer later on. Plus we'll have our lame love and hype trains. But before all of that, we are going to roll into the news. Okay, we'll start with the biggest topic this week. E3 has been cancelled for this year due to coronavirus fears.
Yeah, I mean, like mostly due to coronavirus fears.
Yes.
But a small percentage is also to do with a lot of companies have already pulled out for other reasons.
Yep. And they just decided to cancel the event, so we have no E3 this year, which is really sad because E3 is like gamers' Christmas, where we all sit there up around the world with our little coffee cups at all stupid hours of the night, watching the presentations, and we all get hype, and then all these like opinions on the games come out, and we watch all the trailers, and it's so much fun.
Hype, he said, by the way. Hype with a P at the end.
Yes. Yeah, so E3's cancelled. Could this be the end? Is this it? Is that?
I think it might be.
I think
it might be the. They're all saying it's cancelled for this year, but I don't know what brings it back. Like the concept of the new consoles was like one of the main pulls and exciting things around E3, and a reason for it to like still be an event to go to. I'm surprised everyone hasn't jumped aboard the Nintendo train and done Nintendo Directs. We're starting to see Sony do it.
That's what we're going to have this year. Xbox has said they're going to do a digital presentation. Ubisoft said they're going to do a digital presentation. They'll probably look at how much money they save and how many clicks and all that they get compared to the normal presentations and go, oh, we'll just do this from now on. And then that's it.
I don't see how they could justify going back from that once they see like the millions of dollars saved. And they're like, I just feel like the reach will be so similar.
Yes.
Because it's a digital world. Like there's some people turning up, but all those people, they're just filming it on their phones and sharing it anyway. Like that's what they're doing at the event. So when they're at home, they'll do the same thing, but better quality. Like it won't be like a crappy phone video being shared or, and it'll just be the public sharing actual good trailers and announcements.
You know what? It'll probably stop the damn leaks.
I don't know about that.
Next minute, Ubisoft leaks.
Oh man, Ubisoft is just gonna...
Oh man, yeah. Every time
they should just do a series of leaks, and their presentation should just be all leaks have been confirmed. Thank you. Good night.
Mm-hmm. All right. Next up on the agenda, Horizon Zero Dawn is officially coming to PC.
Yes.
So we'll see that on PC later this year. No date's been given yet, but it's the
look amazing.
Horizon Zero Dawn Complete Edition. You get the full game plus Frozen Wilds expansion. That's all through Steam. Do you know what I'm excited about for? Is the modding community and what they mod into the game.
Wow. I'm still waiting to see modding community stuff for Death Stranding.
Yeah. Well, maybe they didn't bother. Well, Death Stranding's not out on PC yet.
No, not yet.
No. Oh, yeah. But, like, for example, a great thing modders did with Resident Evil 2 was change Tyrant into, like, the Goose or Thomas the Tank Engine and weird stuff
it's
like
always
that.
Thomas the Tank Engine, man.
Right. So I'm
famous.
expecting Aloy fighting Thomas the Tank Engine to come out.
Of course, with like different weaknesses.
Yeah.
Just to like block the steam thing and lock down one of his carriages.
Yeah, exactly. So that's really cool. Ghost of Tsushima finally has a release date of June 26, which is really soon.
That is really soon.
That's 4 weeks after The Last of Us 2. So, listen to Sony's schedule this year. They've had Dreams already come out, but then they have Final Fantasy VII Remake in April. In May, they have The Last of Us 2. In June, they have Ghost of Tsushima. What a barrel of fun for Sony fans out there.
Man, they're just still, I mean, they've been completely silent about PS5, which is annoying, but they're still killing it in the current gen.
Well, we know Ghost of Tsushima is their last PS4 big exclusive. So they're going to come out with some more information soon, I feel.
They must just be really riding on that promo for the current gen.
Yeah. But yeah, what a great last final year for Sony for PS4.
Oh man, true that. Well done.
It's like, yeah, and month after month after month. I legit thought Ghost of Tsushima would be September at least.
Yeah, that's a really close date they just dropped.
Yep. So that's kind of exciting. Also, we're talking. We mentioned Last of Us. The Last of Us is getting a TV show.
Right. Man, and I mean, it excites me because it's from the makers of the Chernobyl show.
Yep. And
have you watched any of that?
No, I have not.
Fantastic! It's just such great TV. So
and very excited. Naughty Dog are working closely with the producers of Chernobyl to make a cool show, and they said it will follow the story of The Last of Us. So we will be following Joel and Ellie.
Oh, cool, man! I can't wait to see the casting. It's awkward that they're not going to choose, obviously, who Ellie was modeled around at the start, and then they had to change her.
Yeah. It should be interesting, but yeah, so that's exciting. I'm not expecting that for a year or two at least, but it's cool that it's in production.
Yeah,
like pre-production.
To hear casting.
Yeah, pre-production at the moment.
So curious.
But at least I got pretty much a script there.
Yeah, I know, right? And it's already a really good one. Mm-hmm. It's going to lend itself quite well. I bet you it just does. It's one of those things that are going to do what The Witcher did, because it's not such a gamey video game. So a lot of people will watch it, not even realizing it's from a video game.
Yeah,
and being
exactly.
Fantastic.
Now, will they just have season 1 as like Last of Us Part 1, or will it go longer than that? Or
it'd have to just be Part 1.
Yeah.
Right? Or I mean, knowing TV shows, they might even halve Part 1 and make season 1 like not even the whole of it.
They could, and you know how the game was split up into seasons. They might, like summer, winter, spring, etc. They might do it that way as well. So
yeah, and they could do the flashback with the DLC that they released.
Yeah, there's a lot they could do there. And then also in news, Melbourne new esports venue Fortress is actually now open. I just saw the photos then of people streaming in there. Like walking in there.
There it
not
is.
Stream. Yeah. So go check it out. That is in the Emporium in Melbourne, the Southern Hemisphere's biggest video game bar.
Wow, man, it's a tough time to have a launch opening.
Yeah. I don't know when I'm gonna go. I didn't get an official invite. So hey, Fortress people, if you're listening, hey.
Just go, man. Just crash the party.
Yeah.
We did it at E3. We could do it.
Yeah. Actually, seeing the amount of people there, it's a hotbed for coronavirus, I'd say.
Yes, just a little bit. Yep, I would say so. There's also that new Call of Duty Warzone thing that's out at the moment, which is
yes. Well, I was going to talk about that in games we've been playing, but Call of Duty has released its standalone battle royale Warzone. Yeah. And hello, Rocker Mummy. Welcome to the show. It's good to have you here.
Hello.
You don't know Rocker Mummy, do you?
No, but I like to greet and welcome everyone who
Yeah,
steps into
Rockamami
the
is a
realm.
streamer. She does a lot of sort of late night streams. She does a lot of streaming of LA Noir. Does a lot of Witcher streaming, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and it's really chill and relaxed stuff. So
Oh,
there we
sounds like
go. A mini shout out for Rockamami in the news section of the Game Train podcast. There you go.
news section. They're straight drop. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so have you got any other news there, sir, or are we going to roll into the next section?
No, just Warzone. It's like a 80 to 100 gig. If you don't have it, it's a completely separate game. If you already have, what is it, Call of Duty, the new Modern Warfare
Yep.
one, then it's only like a 20 gig add-on, and it's free to play. And it looks like this is their answer to Blackout, because people were wondering what was going to happen when they moved on to the next Call of Duty. But this looks like it's going to be its own standalone battle royale for a while.
Yep.
That they can just keep updating every year instead of changing it as an add-on.
Yep.
So yeah, it looks really exciting, and that's out now. So
All
check
right.
it out.
Okay. And that is the news for this week on Game Train. Let's roll into the next section. All right, we're on the games we've been playing. Is the thumbs up thing working for you, Karl? So you don't
Yes, it
talk
is.
over the sound effects. Wonderful. Okay.
Yes,
So
yes, it
we're up
is.
to the section where we talk about the games we have been playing the last couple of weeks here on Game Train. How about we kick it off with, let's go Call of Duty, because you just mentioned it in the news. I've actually been playing Warzone.
Nice. Okay. You jumped
So
in.
it is a 150 player battle royale. There are two modes. There is the standard battle royale, and
Yes.
which is last team standing. It's teams of 3, and gas slowly comes in. But if you die, you get put into this thing called the Gulag, where you can fight for your chance to get back into the game. It's a 1v1, and winner walks out.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Like repeatedly every time you die.
No, just once.
You get one go.
You
and
get
then
one-
if you die again, it's like
Yeah.
a straight death.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
Okay,
yeah,
that's an
it's
interesting
quite
concept.
it's quite exciting that. And then so there's that standard battle royale mode, and then there is like a cash grab mode where there's all this cash over the map, right? And you got to in your team go get as much cash as you can get, and then there's like these deposit sites where you can deposit the money onto the helicopter, and then the
Yep.
team with the most money at the end wins. But if you kill a player, you can steal their money. If you die, you lose half your money, etc., etc. If you got money
I
on,
like
on your
that.
person,
Okay.
yeah. So it's a bit of a different thing, but it's on the big BR map with 150 players. But in that mode, you can keep dying and keep coming back.
Cool. Okay, that's nice. That's nice to know that there's like a. Yeah,
So
I'm
that one's all about strategy. Is like, do we go deposit our money? Do we keep trying to collect more money? What do we do? And you don't want to get killed with too much money, because then you lose a heap. So
It's got a bit of a Gambit vibe from Destiny 2.
that's right. And all this is cross-play, by the way. So Xbox, PlayStation, and PC players can all team up and play together and play against each other. So Karl, download the game on your Xbox and come play with me.
I didn't know. That's
Yeah,
great.
yeah. I was playing it last night. I was playing with PlayStation people, Xbox people.
Good, because
Yeah.
I've got it on. I mean, I've got Call of Duty on PlayStation, but I would rather be playing it on Xbox with the
Yes.
controller. But I don't know if I have a spare 100 gig.
Oh, I'm sure you do. There'll be stuff you can get rid of on there. Trust me. I had a look the other day, and I still had old stuff like Overwatch I could remove.
Oh my goodness, I'm seeing Genji's voice actor for Overwatch in 2 days. That's really rude of you.
Warzone, as we said, is out now. Go get it. Let us know if you want to have a game with us, because we'll be playing it. It's a lot of fun.
Yes.
We got to talk about Final Fantasy, because we always talk about Final Fantasy 14. Here
Can
we
we
are.
just always talk about Final Fantasy 14? Why don't we just call this the Final Fantasy 14 podcast?
I feel like we should, but Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers, I've done it. I finished it. I'm caught up.
Well done.
I started the
Well
game
done.
back
He's
in
done
June.
He's done it.
Started the game back in June last year, 2019, and I'm finally
Yep.
caught up. I have 4 level 80s.
Holy moly.
Yeah. Yep.
Well done.
I'm
Thank
done.
you,
I'm done.
Dominoes.
The game's incredible. Probably the greatest Final Fantasy story ever.
Nice.
And yeah, where they went in Shadowbringers surprised me, and it was awesome. And personally, I feel I'd like to see one more expansion and them call it, but I can't see that happening.
Do you think that's the end?
They have said that they had the original story written up until the next expansion after Shadowbringers, like that original arc. But they're probably going to do another arc after that. But I would be so satisfied if the expansion after Shadowbringers was it. You roll the credits and that's the end of the story. Just where it is, because it is just so damn good. And you know when you get a TV show which is so damn good and they just keep it short and sweet, like Breaking Bad, 5 seasons, boom, out.
Yeah.
Rather than something like The Walking Dead, which is what, season 10 now, and it just it's like, come on guys, you know, like for Final Fantasy, just where the story is going, it feels like the next expansion is going to be the big conclusion of where everything has led to since the beginning.
Yeah, but I mean, it's an MMO, so it just has
I
to
know,
keep going,
I know.
going and going and going.
I know, but
Like, what do you do if it ends the story? What brings players back? What?
It's so good.
There.
If you have not played Final Fantasy 14, go play it. You can play it single player through the whole thing. You know, now it took me months and months to get through it, but I did a lot of crafting. I leveled up other job classes. If you just went on the one job class through the whole thing, it's not as long as you think.
Yeah, this is true.
So, yes. And I think Shadowbringers was better than Heaven's Ward.
Oh, nice. Good. That means it just kind of builds up.
Yeah. It's just real, like, at first I was scratching my head when Shadowbringers started. I was like, what? But now I'm like, yeah, that was really cool.
Okay.
Very cool. Oh, and also people don't watch the intro on the title screen for Final Fantasy 14, because I sat down after I finished Shadowbringers and watched it and went, ooh, look at all those spoilers.
I've watched that so many times.
But you probably can't remember. But after you eventually finish Shadowbringers, go back and watch it and you'd be like, oh my gosh.
Oh, that's weird.
There's a lot of spoilers in there, and I'm like, oh, girl, yeah. All right, cool. Let's talk about Darksiders.
Yeah, Darksiders. That was fun.
Yeah. So Darksiders is a
Genesis. Darksiders Genesis.
Darksiders Genesis is a top-down isometric sort of. I wouldn't call it Diablo-like, but not as loot-based.
Yeah, it's Diablo-like in the camera angle, and that's kind of it. It's not about loot, it's more about getting new moves. To me, it felt a lot more like the old God of War games, like the part 1 and 2 and 3 on PlayStation 2 and 3.
Yes.
Like action, and like, you're opening chests and you're getting orbs and power-ups, and you can choose what you get, and you can't actually do anything to like your armor except change your skin and how you look. And it's about teaming up with, your other player, and just doing just sort of new moves and new damage. It really feels still like Darksiders, just with the camera further away.
Yeah, okay. We played duos on it because you can play 2-player co-op, and we'll just play that, and it's really easy to just jump into a game and just start playing.
Yes, you can drop straight into someone else's game really easily, in and out.
You can't mess with other people's games, as I wanted to try and mess with Karl, as I always try. And
can't kill people's horse.
No, can't do anything like that. But it was
10 out of 10.
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, we it cruised through. I was surprised by the lack of loot. I was actually expecting loot, but you get orbs, which then you can upgrade different abilities. As we said, is a big sort of skill tree thing that you start putting points into, etc., etc. Yeah.
And I mean, the moves feel very satisfying. It's not a complicated game. They're not doing anything new, but they're doing what they did with Darksiders 1, I feel, where they're just taking things that already exist and making it nice and solid and simple. You just jump in, have fun, and you can have a friend over and say, do you want to jump on and play this? And they don't have to be someone who's like a hardcore gamer to just kind of get it. And, you can have a good time with them.
Yeah.
You don't have to sit down and explain exposition for like 20 minutes and then say like, oh, this is how the game works. It's kind of intuitive and simple. It's a bit arcadey in that way.
Yes, that's right.
It looks pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty, and it ran fine. We had no issues with it running at all, and it was very good. So if you like,
I also played the Switch version.
Oh yes,
mentioned.
Yes,
and that ran really well. And they did a very interesting thing in that to make everything run smoothly. Instead of just taking the whole game and dropping the resolution, They did that a bit, but not enough for you to notice. But instead, they took all the particle effects that come from your magic and your moves and all that kind of thing, and made it look like a 16-bit effect on top of like the nice visuals of like the characters and the environments. So instead of just like having high resolution 4K fire and sparks and all that, that all comes out kind of pixelated, but like on purpose to look 16-bit. And I think it just looks really clever, and it just lowers that chance of frame rate dripping while still making it look stylized and fun. So
frame rate dripping, you've heard it here first, everyone.
Drooping,
yeah,
draping. Oh, go away, it's early.
So yeah, also we started playing a bit of Ori and the Will of the Wisps this week.
Yes.
Now I'm not going to go into too much because we're actually doing our full review on that next week.
Yes.
Oh dear, what's that? They said Game Train next week after this one. That's right. What?
So
but
yes,
the follow-up to the 2015 smash hit Ori and the Blind Forest, Ori Will of the Wisps, is out now. You can get it on Game Pass on PC or Xbox. It is beautiful looking.
Oh, stunning. It looks and sounds and feels just wonderful.
Yes, it is awesome. If you're looking for a cool platformer, go check it out. As I said, we'll go into full details next week. But we just wanted to mention we have been playing it, but we will save the review for the next episode.
Just know we're happy so far.
Yes. And I did stream it a bit the other night as well and had people coming in chat, and it was very nice. It was very fun. It's a good little streaming one. Yeah, thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. Yes, have you been playing anything else?
No, I have. That's a hard no.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, we'll segue from there into the shout out, which is all about you this week.
All about me. I don't know about that, but well, the shout out is obviously the Pop and Play Festival, which is the unofficial third day of Supernova, which is running right now, actually.
Yes.
What are we today? We're the 13th of March, so
yeah.
13th and 14th is Supernova in the Gold Coast, and then on the 15th, on the Sunday, is a festival called the Pop and Play Festival, and it's combining like Asian pop music and sort of showcasing some esports, and there's a few esports, members, celebrities. You'd say QO is coming, and Tequila of Super Stella is coming down. She's also a cosplayer. Both of them, QO will be playing Dota 2, and Tequila will be playing Overwatch, and you'll be able to watch them and actually jump on and have a game and see how you fare against them. And also Gaku Space, who is the voice of Genji in Overwatch. He's going to be there. He'll be jumping on and playing Overwatch now. He has publicly said that he's not very good, but he's going to jump on and have a game anyway. So if you want to play against someone that you might have a chance with, maybe jump on and play against him. But I just think it'll be really cool to meet the voice of Genji. Like, he's badass in the shorts. He voices him in the shorts and the games.
Awesome.
But also there's music. There'll be Cello will be appearing. She's like a Filipino Asian pop singer. Asia Pop Time Machine. Yeo is doing a DJ set. I think it's going to be really cool. It's open. It's free. It's free to come in and enjoy it. It's licensed. There'll be Asian food trucks. It's on from 12:30 to 5:30 p.m. All you have to do is register online to get in for free at hota.com.au/events/pop-play. So jump on, come. Oh yeah, and I'll be hosting. I should have mentioned that.
You're hosting it. I hope you'll be doing some good promotion for old Game Train here.
Oh, I have just nailing it. Just trust me.
I hope you'll be there.
I'll be hosting the game section. So there's going to be two sections. Outdoors will be all the music and the dancing and the DJs, and inside will be all the like fun game community stuff. They're also going to have like a free Nintendo Switch station where you can play Untitled Goose Game, Overcooked 2, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Smash Brothers, a whole bunch of stuff. I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
Come awesome! I can't wait to hear all about it on next week's episode.
And you will.
Good. I can't wait. Yeah. It should be very exciting. Also, I just wanted to mention, you did mention Supernova. A friend of the podcast, Fish, who has been guest hosting on here before. He is actually, well, probably people won't hear this, but today, Friday, he is hosting a panel at Supernova Gold Coast there about his feature film he has made, Ashburn Waters, and there is a screening tonight on the Gold Coast of that movie. So if you are hearing this and you are around the Gold Coast tonight, go check out Ashburn Waters.
Wow. So we got to drop this episode right now.
That's right. I need a photo. Yeah, I know.
It's live. It's live. So there's someone out there.
Yeah. But yeah, it's very exciting for him. He did a panel last weekend at the Melbourne Supernova, and he's doing another one at the Gold Coast. So.
Oh, well done, Fish. That's really cool.
Yes, and his film's been screening all around the country, and it's very exciting.
Nice.
Yes. All right. So, shall we roll into our review this week?
Let's do just that.
All right. Can you give us some intro music for Dreams, please, Karl?
Dreams. There we go.
All right, that was brilliant. All right, so we're doing things real budget here on Game Train at the moment.
This is how we do it, man.
All right, so Dreams, developed by Media Molecule and published by Sony Interactive Entertainment, is gosh, how do you even explain this? It is a game creator game on the PlayStation 4 exclusively. It's been in development for many years. I met the developers at E3 a couple of years ago when E3 was still around. Sat on beanbags and played Dreams back then, but now the game's actually released. So pretty much this game, it's all about creating your own games and experiences. So please take over.
Well, sorry, I'm more I'm hypnotized by your beautiful.
Yeah, it's hard to explain.
So Dreams is like you can jump in there and it's just a whole bunch of different tools where you can make not just games but anything. You can make art, music, assets. If you want, you can just make a table or a balloon, and you put it out there into the like ether of Dreams, and someone else who's designing a game can come and take your balloon because they can't be bothered making it and duplicate it 2,000 times or whatever and make a game about balloons or something. And you get credited for that, and then they can go and take someone else's music and use that as their background music. So it's this huge community hub of creators. Just making anything. You can be making like, short movies, little stories, like a digital book that you can turn from page to page. Really simple stuff into like huge things like RPG games or fighting games or full racing simulators and just anything. Like we've seen Fallout 4 being recreated and it looks fantastic. And then like Super Mario Brothers
or Donald Trump eating KFC.
Or that.
Which was just the most bizarre game. So there's some great things people have made. As we were saying, Fallout 4, the Sonic games, all this stuff. You're like, yeah! And then you come across this game where you click a button and Donald Trump eats KFC over and over and over again.
So consider it's kind of like YouTube or the internet where anything, like the greatest things of all time will be on there and just the absolute worst. But anything seems possible. It's actually really bizarre, like how far people are pushing this game already, and it hasn't been out for very long yet, and people are already doing amazing creations. And looking at that Fallout 1, I just looked at it and went, how did someone actually do this? I didn't understand how they actually did it. I think that very often, which speaks to the game's amazing tool set.
Yes,
like that you just can't. In other games, like Mario Maker, you see incredible things, but you're like, I know how they did that. It just, like, I just couldn't have come up with the concept because it's very creative, or I would never have had the time, but I know how, like what tools, or like seeing like a wonderful sculpture made out of Lego or something. You're like, I could never have made that, but I know how it was done.
Yes.
But in this, time after time, I'm just like, no idea. I don't know where you started. How did you make this world? How's that guy's animation like that? Like, the weather, the lighting, the physics. I don't even know. Like, it's amazing.
That's there's so you can just easily scroll through and find creations, or there's a random button, which is a lot of fun. Where you just
I haven't played with the random button.
You hit random and it just gives you random levels someone made, and that's where I discovered all these wacko levels. Like,
oh, that'd be fun. I gotta try that.
Yeah, there was some horrible levels, but there was some great levels at the same time. I also streamed it the other week, and when I was streaming, I had a bunch of people that had made levels come to the chat and I'd go check out their levels, which was a lot of fun.
Nice,
Doing all
nice.
that sort of
That's really
stuff.
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I actually haven't made my own level yet because I'm too scared.
Yeah, same. I want to make some music, but I did jump in a little bit, and yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of time. It's figuring it out with the controller, having all that creative ability right there, but not having like a mouse and a keyboard to do it with. It's pretty intuitive, and they talk you through it really well. Like the whole point of this game is they just take you step by step, and they do it really slowly. But every time you click something like music or assets or making a game, and there's this huge tutorial just for it. So you can't just jump in randomly in the day. You have to really put aside like a whole afternoon and go like, right, I'm gonna make something, but before I do that, I'm gonna spend 2 hours learning how.
Yeah.
You can't just kind of go skip. Yep, I get it. Like, I don't know, making a skate park in Tony Hawk where you're like, I'll just choose the things and place them where I want, and that's the end. There's a lot more to it. If you do give it the time, though, I feel like it's gonna be something really like understandable. I just haven't actually. As soon as I kind of got the gist of like, oh yeah, you actually need to give this a lot of time just to learn. Don't just think of a thing and go like, all right, I'm gonna go make something.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then there is like a single player mode as well, like
campaign,
like stuff that Media Molecules created in the game using the assets.
Yes, and it's glorious. I've had a lot of time playing that campaign, and it's so interesting because they're showing like many different types of game within it. So there's like a platformer and a point and click adventure, all these kind of different things around in the environment and how different things interact to your character. And then there's even like there's bits that are storytelling, and there's a musical in there wrapped up. And all of it is actually really high quality. The mood is excellent. It doesn't feel like they've just mashed together a bunch of different themes to go like, here's some stuff you can make, which is essentially what they're doing. But they've actually turned it into like a really beautiful narrative, and everything has a point and a purpose of why it's changing. And it's actually quite deep, and it gives you an idea of what you can do with creating mood and creating like a vibe, and like the music, the voiceover, the storytelling it's more than just the gameplay, and the gameplay is very solid.
Yeah.
This feels like it could have been a game in and of itself, and I was so impressed. I didn't expect to be, and I didn't need to be. I still would have loved what they are doing with this game if they just said, here's some examples.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, here's a full game with a really meaningful background story and a point and something to say. And a lot of fun. So yeah, that was a real surprise.
Nice. Yeah, I don't know what else to really say about this one. It's hard to explain without actually playing the game. It's one of those ones where you can't really talk about the sound because you can make your own sound. You can't really talk about the level design because you can make your own levels. So it's it's a very hard one to actually talk about and explain what it is. You actually have to go try it out for yourself.
You got to jump in, and you got to just trust it. Like, and it's not, it's not even a full price game, right?
I'm not sure.
I think it was actually a little bit cheaper than, like, I think for us it was $60 instead of the usual $80.
That's pretty nice.
Which is bonkers, because everything that the community creates is free.
Yep.
Like, you don't have to pay anything, and it's like, it's endless.
Yeah.
And also, we should mention that it has been out as early access for several months, for quite a while now. So that's why there is so much content and people have been creating. So as soon as it launched, there was already just hundreds and hundreds of things to try. And every day now, with the full community jumping on, it's just, more and better things are coming out. I can't wait to see what this looks like in like 6 months.
Yeah, exactly. So if you were to score this game, because it's a hard one to again score, but we'll drop a score on it because we are technically reviewing it anyway. So
yeah, well, this one I gave this a nice hard 9 for me.
Oh, a hard 9! Wow,
hard 9. I
you
think
like hard
possibilities. 9. My goodness, Callan, control your urges, my friend. Calm yourself before you harm yourself. Yeah, I just think the possibilities are endless. There's so much to do, and what I love about it is my favorite thing about this world of gaming is that it's encouraging the community and the creativity.
Yeah,
and I just can't fault, like, that is amazing. That is a reason to sit down and play this thing. It's healthy gaming. I think, like, it enriches your mind. You come out. either discovering other people's or being able to express your own self. Like, I just can't say enough about it. I love it. So it's a hard 9. It's not a full 10 because there is some strange, nasty things in that world, and you can't really sift out everything. So I don't really know how to go about that yet.
Yep.
Yeah, a 9 for me.
Okay, I went with a solid 9.
Nice, a solid 9.
Solid 9, yeah.
Good,
I know you take the hard 9, but I'm just going to solid 9.
Solid is healthy. That's very good.
Yes, similar things. Like, there's a lot of weird stuff out there. There's a lot of glitchy, weird levels, but then it's things people have created. That's why it's so hard to rate what this game is. Like, pretty much we're reviewing a level creator.
Yes, yeah, I mean, I guess so.
And I guess what the level creator does is awesome, so that's why it's getting a 9.
Yeah, but it's not just creating a level. Like, saying a level creator is implying it's creating a level within the constraints of a specific game.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like you could just make tic-tac-toe.
I could make Karl's head, and then you slap it, and then it plays like Britney Spears music.
Please make that. And then it just like... It just goes, and like no fun gets splashed all over the screen. No fun, no fun, no fun.
I did it again.
Oh my God. Can we clip that? I think we need to clip that. Please, somebody clip that for us.
Right. Can you give us some outro music for Dreams, please?
It's a me, Dreams. There we go.
Brilliant, and that was our Dreams review. Thank you so much for that, everyone. Okay, we're gonna roll into our question time now, where we answer the listener questions. Now, if you want to give us a question, remember you can write to us at facebook.com/GameTrainPodcast. Find us on Twitter at GameTrainTalk, or you can jump on Twitch, twitch.tv/GameTrainTwitch, or Instagram at GameTrainPodcast. Any of those places you can go, hey, I got a question, guys. And we'll be like, okay, we might try and answer this. So this week we've got a question from Tuan. He's got 2, actually.
Tuan, all the way from Japan.
Yeah, we'll answer the one he's putting in chat first. As much as you guys despise Overwatch, we don't despise Overwatch at all.
What?
Yeah, I know. So I don't know if that's a voided question now. Which actor, based on voice, would you like to have dinner with?
Well, I mean, I just might be having dinner with Gaku Space in 2 days.
Yes.
So, I mean, there you go. Based on voice, hey, that's a tough one. What? I mean, what do you go with that? You know, someone that sounds like a charming young lady, or a wise man who you could have a drink with and learn some stuff from, or someone that sounds hilarious. I think Torbjorn would be great fun to have dinner and a few drinks with.
Oh, yeah. I'll go Mercy.
Mercy, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, okay.
Yeah.
No more comments? Just all right.
Okay.
Cool.
And
Thanks,
the other question from Tuan, and this is the one that now you have to think about this.
Right, and I will.
Looking at the coronavirus spread map reminds me of a movie or video game scenario. What game reminds you of an outbreak like this, and how did the game end? In brackets, no zombie outbreak games, please.
Right, so Last of Us, which was just an illness due to fungi and mushrooms. I can't explain how that game ended, but because it's a huge spoiler. This is a tough question because the only answer is a spoiler.
I've got one, but I can't explain the ending because I never finished it.
Right, what is it?
Prototype.
Right.
So the game starts at the peak of the outbreak, but then it goes back before the outbreak began, right, in New York City. And it starts off small, and then it's going through day by day, like you're up to like day 7 and half the city's like covered in all this fungi stuff and et cetera, et cetera. I don't know how the game ended because I never finished it, but that was like an outbreak in the city.
Oh, you know what? Sunset Overdrive. Everyone gets crazy because of what is it, like energy drinks? So they get all monstrous and scary, and that game ends like in just crazy fashion. Things just get really big. You're traversing giant floating robots. It kind of reminds me of Ghostbusters, the movie, how it just escalates into, and you're like, what is even going on? And there's all these kind of wars between nerds and bikies, and
Yeah.
everyone wearing anything that they can find, and you're dressed in half cardboard and a chef's hat, and it's very fun. And
Cool.
Callan hates it
Yep.
because he hates fun.
No, I don't. You hate the fun. I'm trying to think of anything else. Like Prototype was the one that definitely sprang to mind. Like, I would say Resident Evil, but zombies.
Yeah, zombies. No. Tuan said no zombies.
Yeah,
So we
I know.
got Prototype, Sunset Overdrive, and Last of Us.
And Last of Us, yeah. But then Last of Us, it went from as the outbreak began, and it skipped like 20 years.
Yeah, it did.
So, and it showed how society was at that stage. So, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how much toilet paper they all had.
I don't know. It never goes into that in the game.
No.
No.
I bet you they will now, though.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else. I know there has been stuff like that.
Outbreak-style games.
Yeah.
Outbreak. I mean, there's the game Outbreak, right? But that's
Well,
not
there's
even
an actual one when you do a simulation of like a pandemic, and you choose which country it starts in, and it spreads and all that.
Oh, okay.
It actually turned it like when coronavirus started, and it started to spread. This game, like it's an older game, but it like jumped right up the top of like Steam charts because everyone's like downloading it and playing it.
Wow.
Yeah.
What an interesting reason.
Yeah.
Something to just take off.
Yeah, that's right.
As long as someone's getting something out of it.
And are you talking about Pandemic? Yes, that is. I think that's the game, is it? Pandemic, the one when you can choose where it starts and it starts spreading or whatever. I think it's something. Yes, that's the one, Rocker. Thank you, Rocker in chat, saving us right there. Yes,
We love our chat stream.
yeah, exactly.
Well
It saves us in these times of need. Thank you, Rocker.
It does.
But yeah, so that was the questions from Twan this week. Thanks for Twan for writing in and all that. Should we move on to the trains at the end of the episode now, Karl?
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, first up we have the lame train.
Yes, we do.
Okay, Karl, what's your lame train this week?
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. My lame train is the coronavirus and things like E3 just not appearing, and the chances of like the next generation not happening this year, and Cyberpunk, all kinds of just little worries in the back of our minds, but becoming very real with announcements like E3 being cancelled, which is just one of the hugest pillars of the gaming year.
Yes.
And I think it's really cool that they're just calling this all now so that everybody is safe, and they can get on top of this right now, which is awesome. So something really cool might happen with the digital distribution of this information. But I think the actual virus itself is a big old lame train.
Yep. No, fair enough. For me, I've gone with E3 cancelled, and this could be it for E3.
Yeah, just E3 being cancelled forever is its own lame train.
Yeah. Look, as we said earlier in the episode, E3 is like a gamer's Christmas. You sit there, you get hype leading into it. Yeah, you watch all the announcements. It's very fun. And yeah, it's
Bro, you gotta turn off that vibrate on that phone, man. You're hurting my heart.
Yep. Someone clip that. No. E3 being cancelled, it could be it. It could be the end of it. And we were lucky enough to actually go a couple of years ago. So we lived out that, childhood dream
Yes,
of attending. Cool. But the fact that we might not ever be able to go to another one is kind of sad.
I'm glad we did it before it finished,
Yeah.
Like watching Elton John.
Yeah, exactly.
We got there just in time.
Yellow brick road. Oh my gosh. Wasn't that sad when he sung that song at the end by Yellow Brick Road?
Oh man.
It's heartbreaking.
Oh, that whole show. Oh, goodness.
Actually, talking about Elton John, I don't know what I'm gonna start talking to. I just wanted to ask, You saw him at like more of a regional event, didn't you?
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, it was a Sunny Coast Stadium.
Yeah. So did he have like the stairs that slowly took him up to the stage at the end, and then goes through his door, and then the door closes at the end of the song?
No, he did not.
No, that was very heartbreaking. It was. Oh, and Twine just said in that great E3 video we have.
Oh yeah, that great E3 video. Oh my God, we have to put something out about that.
Yes.
Thank you, Twan. And you know, Twan, now is the time where we can actually reuse that video. Because remember, we just like, there's no use finishing it. Now we can, because it'd be like, remember this last awesome E3?
That's right.
Rest in peace, E3. Here's our little piece that our good friend Twan put together for us.
That's right. Okay, let's roll into that love train. Okay, love train for this week. Karl, what did you love?
Ori, I love jumping back into a nice, solid, classic platformer. And it's just so nice to see Xbox finally having a great exclusive again.
That's a very good love train, actually, because they're very rare.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my love train. Nice and simple.
Mine is Karl has white walls.
Oh, come on.
It looks like we're in the same room now.
It does. Why are we even doing this? We should just turn around and, hey, you're just there. Hey, Callan.
Hi. No, in all seriousness, mine is free to play battle royale games.
Oh, yeah.
So if Call of Duty had have gone, hey, here's our new battle royale, but you've got to pay for the actual Call of Duty game, it wouldn't have been popular. But because they've gone, hey, people that have already got the game get it, and it's also free to play for everyone else as well. They had 6 million people log in the other day.
Wow, man.
Yeah, so there's stuff you can buy in there, like the battle pass and skins and all that sort of crap, where they'll make money off. But it's great because I've got friends that won't really buy games, but if you go, hey, it's free, you just got to download it, they'll jump in and play it.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Like me, I wouldn't buy a Call of Duty Battle Royale. Those are two things I'm not into, but I'm going to try it because it's free, and then I might love it.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I that's what I'm loving is just the way they went about this was really, really awesome. They could have easily just added it to the main game, but they wouldn't have had the success they're probably going to have with it. And I'd say this is going to hurt Apex a lot.
Yeah. I hadn't even considered for Apex.
Yeah. Should be interesting. It's like the most popular shooter and one of the most popular shooters of all time, adding a free battle royale mode. Because remember, Blackout wasn't free. You had to get that with Black Ops 4. So this is the first time they've dropped their first free battle royale game through Call of Duty. So
this is gonna go off.
Yeah, and it's very, very solid, and I'm enjoying it a lot.
Awesome. Their seasons are just gonna go on forever now.
Yeah, or until the next Call of Duty comes out, and then they'll release the next battle royale map.
Well, yeah, that's true, but I have a feeling it might just connect to this now. Like this might be its own separate entity, and maybe they'll get the different developers to add maps to it.
Maybe we'll have to find out. But yeah, that's my love trains for this week. Okay, let's finish it off with the hype train. Okay, Karl, what are you excited for?
Doom. It's exactly a week away. I'm so excited to play Doom Eternal. Animal Crossing, that looks fun. That could be fun, but I don't have any ties to it because I've never played any of the other ones. I'm curious to jump in, but I'm really excited to play Doom because we did try it out at PAX.
Yes.
And it felt really fun. And Doom 2016 is just an excellent game. It's kind of just mindless but awesome fun video gaming, and I could use some of that. So I'm really hyped to play that, and it's literally exactly a week away from us recording now. Awesome.
Mine is also hyped for a video game, but it is not Doom Eternal.
Thank you
for that intro. This game is loved by a lot of people. People are very excited for this game coming out. Resident Evil 3 remake. You thought I was going to say Animal Crossing, didn't you?
No, I thought you were going to say Half-Life Alyx.
No, I'm not hyped for that because I can't play it.
So
Yeah,
not
no,
Final Fantasy
by the day, I'm getting more excited for Resident Evil 3 remake.
Really?
Oh
When is
my
that coming
god.
out?
Yeah, I loved playing this back in the day, and the fact that we're getting a full remake style again, and it just looks awesome because part 2 you're mostly in the PlayStation Underground, etc. Part 3
Yes.
you're actually going through a lot of the streets. So it's
Yeah,
going to
that's
add something
true.
else there. There's a bit of free roaming as well. Nemesis can jump out of walls and surprise you and all that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very, very excited. It's only a few more weeks away now. It's April 3rd, so I think 3 weeks
Oh,
away.
April 3rd.
Yes.
Nice
So
to see.
yeah, I'm very excited for that, and it can't come soon enough.
Nice. Wow,
Yeah.
so much stuff happening.
Yeah.
Games.
Yeah, the
We're
game's
in it.
coming out. That's right.
We're in it. Animal Crossing, Doom, Half-Life, RE3,
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 7. Ooh, and Fallout 76 Wastelanders is coming out soon.
Does
That will be
does
interesting.
anyone care? No.
I don't know. They're putting NPCs in, Callan. People with
Yeah,
different jobs
yeah.
to do.
It's called the biggest band-aid ever.
Yeah, that's true. But
the
hey,
biggest-
your favorite game of the year was the biggest band-aid ever.
What was that?
Final Fantasy 14.
It's the biggest band-aid ever. It's NPCs in that, mate.
Oh, good times. All right. So
All right.
that's okay.
Yeah, so that's it. But we're actually going to be back next week. That's right. We're trying the weekly thing again for a little bit.
Yes.
What
Yes,
when
we are.
while stuff's hot coming out. So yeah, it's exciting because in the next few weeks we've got obviously Ori, and then we've got like Doom Eternal, Animal Crossing, Resident Evil, Final Fantasy. So we've got a few weeks of a lot of fun. And we're going to try and keep this going up each week rather than just getting bogged down with everything and then us having to brush over big titles.
Yes.
So, yeah. And then also with E3 being cancelled, I expect a lot more gaming news to sort of coming out. You know, without E3 now, people will be like, oh, let's just give the announcements now.
Yeah.
So there should be a lot of news over the next few weeks. I'm expecting Nintendo Direct very soon. And Twan's just said in chat, EB is closing 20 stores.
Wow.
Wow, that's massive.
Go.
Yeah, damn. What a sad note to end on.
Yeah, right. Thanks for
Yeah, thanks, Twan. But yes, as always, you can find us at facebook.com/GameTrainPodcast, twitch.tv/GameTrainTwitch, Twitter at GameTrainTalk, and Instagram at GameTrainPodcast. Oh, Reef just joined.
that. Reef. Hello.
Hello.
And welcome to the
Very end of the episode, you don't get to ask us a question, Reef. I should hit the outro music before you can ask anything.
No, poor Reef. Hello, welcome. Sorry.
Sorry, Reef.
That's partly our fault. We just jumped straight on.
We
and
just
this one 'cause,
jumped in and...
we were a bit late.
Yeah, but someone
didn't
needs
do
to do
any
me a photo
promo.
ASAP.
Oh, ass app.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. That needs to happen. Oh no.
Oh, yeah, have fun with that. But yeah, and Karl's like on Twitch, but he never streams, but you can find him at Z_lyrical. And I think we've lost Karl, he's frozen. Yep.
The_lyrical. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yep.
Am I back yet?
Yeah, kind of. Karl's not gone too well here.
Quick, end the stream.
Okay, alright.
Say goodbye.
Alright, and that was episode
Read the
76
room.
of the Game Train podcast.